Stepping outside lately feels different. The sun doesn't simply warm you anymore, it actively stings the skin. It feels like you're walking into a furnace. This local experience is a single symptom of a global break in the weather equilibrium that has held steady for generations. This map of annual temperature anomalies for 2025 shows the scale of the shift. Vast swaths of dark red cover the northern hemisphere, with the World Meteorological Organization recording a global temperature 1.43 degrees Celsius above the historical baseline. This surge is driven by atmospheric contamination. Concentrations of carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide have reached their highest levels in 800,000 years. We are now hovering right on the edge of the 1.5 degree threshold, a limit that, once crossed, would turn today's extreme heat into the permanent baseline for the entire planet. Picture a car in the summer sun. Sunlight passes through the glass, but heat is trapped inside. Earth's atmosphere mimics this. Carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide act like locked windows, letting sunlight in, but preventing heat from escaping into space. The oceans absorbed a vast majority of this trapped energy. They have now reached their highest heat content in 66 years of record-keeping. This heated baseline supercharges natural weather cycles. In the Pacific, a standard El Niño becomes a super El Niño, as trade winds violently reverse and sea surface temperatures skyrocket. By adding so much energy to the Earth's weather engine, we are forcing natural variations to manifest as global disasters. This precipitation map for 2025 illustrates weather whiplash. A supercharged atmosphere holds more moisture, creating deep green regions of extreme rainfall and dark brown zones of total drought at the same time. In areas like the African continent, this translates to catastrophic floods that can submerge entire landscapes in hours, destroying homes and infrastructure. While some regions drown, the shift in moisture leaves other areas parched, turning once stable forests into fuel for ignition. The result is hyper-wildfires, burning millions of acres, from the Canadian wilderness to the forests of Uttarakhand in India. These simultaneous disasters show the climate dismantling the environments we rely on. The cascade reaches into the cryosphere, where glaciers are melting at a record rate. This is driving a sea level rise of 4.75 millimeters every year. This melting ice releases a hidden threat. Heavy metals like mercury, lead, and arsenic, trapped for centuries, are now thawing and flowing directly into human water supplies and food chains. The biological impact extends to disease. Warmer, wetter environments provide new habitable zones for insects that carry dangerous pathogens. This WHO map shows the resulting change in climate suitability for dengue transmission. You can see the red zones spreading into latitudes that were once too cool for the virus to take hold. Ultimately, the cascade reaches the individual. High environmental heat and humidity eventually overwhelm the human body's ability to sweat and vent its internal temperature. When cooling fails, internal pressure builds, putting immense stress on the heart and kidneys. Without intervention, this leads directly to heat stroke. The multiplier effect connects a fractional temperature rise in the atmosphere directly to a physical breakdown inside human organs. This cascade is currently active, but we can still break the chain. The window for meaningful intervention remains open. We can find macro-level successes in countries like Bhutan. Through strict forest protection, they have become a vital carbon sink, absorbing more carbon than they emit. Other nations are scaling the energy transition. Denmark is leading in wind power, while Norway has accelerated the adoption of electric vehicles to move away from fossil fuels. Even large developing nations are taking major steps. India is pursuing a net zero 2070 goal, backed by massive reforestation campaigns designed to restore local ecosystems. On an individual level, heat adaptation is crucial. WHO protocols suggest cooling homes with night air, drinking at least 2 to 3 liters of water daily, and optimizing air conditioning to manage internal temperatures. Personal habits also chip away at the baseline. Planting local trees, eliminating household energy waste, and choosing public transit are all direct actions against carbon emissions. Global warming is a present, audible reality. The cascade is in motion.
But through unified policy and relentless personal action, we hold the power to break the chain and ensure our survival.